Hey, what's up, everyone? Clayton here. Today we're going to talk about what is it like to invest during a pandemic. It's a common question that we get around the office. You know, it's COVID-19, it's pandemic. Should we be investing in real estate? Now, I can't tell you one way or the other what to do. I can only tell you what I continue to do, which is invest in real estate, because there is no such thing as one bubble. You know, during the 2008-2009 housing crisis, housing bubble, there was no one bubble. There were multiple little bubbles, and then there were areas that were left totally unaffected by this. And those are the areas that we like to invest. Now, sure, you might see some valuations decline, but the beauty of rental real estate is that you're not investing for the value necessarily, you're investing for the cash flow. And those will always bounce back and continue to outpace inflation. So let's look at this current state of affairs. Let's look at this current pandemic and what we're experiencing. What you're seeing is very draconian landlord restrictions in states like California, New Jersey, Oregon, and other places. And that has driven investors to seek more landlord-friendly states, like where we build our properties in Texas, for instance. Highly landlord-friendly, meaning if someone can't pay their rent, not due to some hardship due to coronavirus, but because of just not wanting to pay the rent. You'll have tenants doing that from time to time. I've definitely experienced that. We call them professional tenants. They know how to play the system. Texas has no tolerance for that, and it's a much easier eviction process. That's just one part of the process. There are many other reasons that Texas is landlord-friendly. Incredible job growth. That's another landlord-friendly benefit. Then you have other areas that make it even more practical. You see, COVID-19 has created a massive population migration out of more draconian states with incredible landlord restrictions and other highly regulated areas that make it difficult to do business, make it difficult to become a landlord, all sorts of overinflated prices. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So California, for instance, Oregon, other states, where you're seeing for the very first time more people moving out of California than moving into California. That was a headline this morning, and there's a reason for that. It's incredibly inhospitable for businesses. So where we like to invest is in those more landlord-friendly states, those areas that are really recession-resistant when other areas are getting hit hard, like New York, New Jersey, California, those places which are inhospitable for business growth. I mean, the fact that Tesla has moved out of California, Apple is building a brand new headquarters in Texas, Tesla is building their new Cybertruck facility in Texas. These states where there are incredible tax benefits and job opportunities, that's where the migration is moving. So companies like Apple, SpaceX, Tesla, Google, Oracle, I have a whole list right here that have already moved to Texas because they know the benefits of warmer climate, better opportunities for their employees without state income tax, better access to education for their employees and their employees' children. Places like Texas where they're building a highly skilled labor force that doesn't need to be relocated from other states. So all of this is leading to rental price increases, a shortage of rental properties, so there's an incredible demand for additional affordable housing. We have a waiting list for qualified tenants to move into our rental properties, and when we have properties with granite countertops, stainless steel appliances in great school districts near Fortune 500 companies, it's a no-brainer. So investing during this type of pandemic, it's just like investing at any other time. What are the things that you're looking at when you're investing? Market growth, low crime, low vacancy, job growth, Fortune 500 companies moving to those areas. Is the state landlord friendly? What are interest rates like? Holy smokes, can they get any lower? All of these factors, plus, are they in highly touristy areas like Vegas or Miami or places that got hit hard by the coronavirus? I don't invest in those places. So all of these things you want to take into account when you're investing. Is it a hedge against inflation? When you have the Federal Reserve, which is printing money hand over fist, and which just 2 weeks ago announced that they are going to allow inflation to increase, they are going to allow inflation to, quote, run hot. So inflation's going to continue to go up. Do you have any assets in your portfolio, like real estate, that are a hedge against inflation? You see, with real estate, traditionally 3 to 4% minimum appreciation. Well, if inflation's at 2%, guess what? You're beating that, right? You're beating that. But if you invest in the US dollar, guess what? The value of that dollar is going down every day. And therefore, it is not a hedge against inflation. And of course, the crazy stock market, don't even get me started. But also think about the opportunities that COVID has created within Congress. And under the CARES Act that they rolled out just a few months ago, it has enabled investors to be able to tap into their retirement accounts without penalties. So not only during this crisis are we seeing certain segments of the economy booming, like in Texas and other areas which are favorable for job growth and don't have draconian regulations like we see in California, but you also are seeing the benefits of the congressional move on the CARES Act. So you're able to tap into certain things in your portfolio, for instance, your 401k, your IRA, and other things that you can now use as leverage as a down payment to buy a rental property. And then on top of that, you've got these incredibly low interest rates right now. So imagine being able to use $40,000 or $50,000 from your 401k without a penalty, and then getting a 2%, 3% financing rate because interest rates are so stinking low to cover the rest of it. It's like getting free money right now from the government. So that's my opinion about investing during a crisis. There are always going to be people that say, I'm just going to sit back and wait. Yeah, if you sit back and wait, you're always going to wait. I continue to invest, and that's the way that I do it. And I think I've laid out a pretty strong scenario for why you should still be taking action and investing the right way, even during all of this craziness. Just got to do it the smart way like I've laid out here. If you're interested in learning more, our team is ready to help you. You can book a call with our team at Morris Invest. We're a full-service rental real estate company, so we do it all. We'll help you with the financing, finding the property, and all of those pieces to make sure that your rental portfolio continues to grow. So go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time, everyone.